This is a really hard question, and it's almost impossible to predict for any individual. It's even impossible to predict after having a fertility evaluation and by a fertility specialist. There's two things that lead to IVF success, particularly for the woman or the person with ovaries. It's going to be the number of eggs that you have, so quantity, but also the quality of eggs. The difficult piece is that we have no way to measure quality until you actually undergo an IVF cycle and see how it works, okay? So with an ultrasound, we can count the number of eggs that you have. That gives us a sense of quantity, but we don't know quality until you actually try. So again, each woman, each person with ovaries is going to be different. There is absolutely the case that you can have a small number of eggs or a small number of mature eggs that are collected during a retrieval, but if they're good quality, then they can make good quality embryos that are healthy, genetically normal, and that can lead to a baby, right? At the end of the day, it only takes one embryo. It can only take one embryo to make a baby, and you just need to get that one embryo, okay? Where it comes into play, higher numbers of eggs, higher numbers of mature eggs during an IVF cycle does predict a higher chance of success, simply because it's a game of attrition, and that gives you, more numbers to work with. But at the end of the day, you only need one. Okay, so don't give up hope. And your reproductive endocrinologist should be able to counsel you around what your numbers look like and what the likelihood of success is, and you'll be able to make that decision and whether or not it's worth it. So I think that this question is referring to ovarian tissue transplantation. So this is still an experimental option, and it's not offered at all fertility clinics. So there is a little bit of evidence that it can be successful, ovarian tissue transplantation, but it's offered under clinical trials in an experimental capacity. So not all clinics are going to offer it. If you're interested in this, you're really going to have to find a clinic that specializes in it. It's not going to be that common, so it's probably going to be academic medical institutes. Find one that specializes in this, and then you'll have to ask them. But it's still not common, and not all fertility clinics are going to be able to offer it.